Hey everyone, so in today's video, I wanted to bring you a dewy winter skin makeup look. It's definitely a skin focused makeup look, but that doesn't mean that it's not necessarily taking into account all the different areas of skin on our faces, including our lips and our eyes. I wanted to create a makeup tutorial that you can go to whenever your skin this winter is feeling super dry or dehydrated and you just need a makeup look that is really going to revive it. I have so many tips within this video, my thoughts and preferences, and what products I think will really work well during this winter. I hope this video is super helpful, and if it is, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so first step is skin prep. Skin prep is so important, and I can't really stress this enough. During the winter time, if you really want your skin to look great, it's going to depend on how you actually prep your skin. The prep of your skin should probably take a lot more time than layering on foundation, for example. Go in with your entire skincare routine and then focus on a primer that could do two things. One, if your skin is super dry, go in with something with more emollient, something with oils, shea butter, etc. Whereas if your skin is dehydrated, if you just feel like the air is kind of drying it out in that way, go in with something, for example, like hyaluronic acid. So I have two different options here. For example, if you have more dehydrated skin, I would go in with something like the Colourpop Pretty Fresh. This has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's really going to plump up your skin. If you typically don't have super dry skin, you just feel like you're losing water more quickly this time of year, I would go in with something like this. Now, if you have dry skin like I do, something like the Glossier Future Dew. This is my holy grail winter skin primer as of now. It gives your skin such a glassy look. And because this is first and foremost a skincare product, it's an oil serum hybrid, so it's more of like an emulsion and it's really going to make the skin look super glassy while also actually providing comfort and nourishment. After you're done your skincare routine, kind of decide which makes more sense for your skin at the moment. I'm going to go in with the Glossier Future Dew. I have 2 pumps. You don't need 2 pumps, though they say that you should use 2 pumps. I just slowly start massaging it into my face. You can warm it up in your fingers. It makes it a lot easier to apply. I feel like before my skin looked really dry and now I look really radiant. Next, if you haven't already, apply a lip balm. That way it is sinking into your skin while you do the rest of your makeup. I actually recently got the Lanolips lip balm because I'm doing a roundup of a few different lip balms and comparing those. So definitely stay tuned for that video. Okay, so now going into foundation. So now that we have prepped the skin according to what our skin really needs, the foundation is kind of just the icing on top. Personally, I like something a little bit more emollient, has a little bit more dew, but I think what a lot of us like in the winter is a little bit more of a medium to full coverage. Though personally, I like light coverage makeup all throughout the year. I do think in winter some people are going to more outings and they want something a little bit more polished for those holiday parties and for seeing your family and friends. I have 2 options here. I have the It Cosmetics CC Cream. Despite what you might believe, I know a lot of you have already heard about this product, but it is actually quite a medium coverage, so it gives a lot more coverage than a typical tinted moisturizer or CC cream. This is the shade Fair, and then also the CYO Life Proof Lasting Foundation. This one is so good and so affordable. You can still find this. They are discontinuing it, unfortunately, but if you know of the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Foundation, that is the exact same formula, like actually ingredient-wise the same formula, so just go for that. This is the shade 102. Today I want to go in with this one because it's kind of a tried and true for me. So I'm going to take a pump and a half and put it on the back of my hand. During the winter time, I think it's really important to use a sponge if you can get away with it. I just feel like it gives the skin such a dewy, pretty finish, but it will still give you a little bit more of a flawlessness. With sponges, they do give you, you know, more of an airbrush finish. So it's great for more full coverage makeup. Whereas in the winter, if you have dry skin, sometimes using a brush can irritate the skin. So if possible, go with a beauty blender or a sponge. This one is from L'Oreal So now that that is all blended, I'm going in with concealer. I know a lot of you like something super full coverage, more on the matte side. I'm not one of those people, and especially during this time of the year, I look for something a little bit more emollient. You can always pat out creases under the eyes, you can always add more powder, but if you have a super drying, more matte finish under the eyes, you really can't go back, you can't add a ton more moisture. So I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me. I'm in the shade 10 Fair. This is, you know, a holy grail for me. I've gone through so many of these. I apply it under the eyes, down a little bit on my nose, a little bit on my chin. It gives me a little bit more of a flawless look. I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but I actually let my concealer sit. When you have a more emollient concealer, this is a trick that I love doing, because if you pat it out too quickly, sometimes the coverage can really move around a lot, especially with a very blendable concealer. But if you let the concealer sit and you can get away with it because it's so emollient, the coverage will remain where it is, but still give you a very hydrated look to your skin. Now that the concealer has set down a little bit, I'm going to first go and blend out the areas on my face. Then I'll go under the eyes. As you can see, it's giving me quite a bit of coverage without it looking really dry and crepey, and I'll zoom you in so you can see. As you can see under the eyes, my eyes look lifted, they look hydrated, and they don't look scaly. Our eyes are definitely where we fatigue the easiest. Typically, if you get dry on the rest of your face, under your eyes is also going to look more fatigued, more dry. Next, let's set the places that we want to. Powder is one of those things that I don't really feel the need to use a lot of. Everyone is different, so I do like to include this, especially with winter makeup looks. Again, because people want to look polished, they're going out for longer periods of time, and you want to really set your makeup in place and make it last. Maybelline Fit Me, again, I love this line. 120 is my shade. I just use a little bit on my sponge. Again, the sponge is really going to help the product blend into the skin and sink in better. Again, if you have dry skin, this has the least amount of tugging and the least chance, in my opinion, of making the skin irritated or more dry. So I'm just very gently going under the eyes with just a little bit of powder. You don't need too much. And then in any of the places I want to take down the shine, or places where my foundation would typically break up. Again, this Target powdering thing is not a new thing, but I do think that when we're in a rush, it's the holiday season, we want to get makeup on the face and look polished. It's so easy to just go in with a huge powder brush, dunk it in the powder, and just apply it all over the face. Next, if you feel like you've added too much powder, if you still feel like your skin looks a little bit dry, this is the time to go in with something like MAC Fix Plus, or this is actually from Colourpop. It's the Fourth Ray Beauty Mellow Mist. I really like this one because it's super affordable, one, and I just like the way it juices up my skin. It makes the skin come alive again. The only thing is the mister, though the mist itself is very fine, it's a little bit intense, so you have to hold it very far away. Now you could wait until the end to do that step, but I have had instances with a more hydrating mist like this. It's actually made my eye makeup run. Like if you're really soaking your face in something, right now you're not going to run the risk of that. So if you're going in again with something to really plump up and hydrate the skin, go in with something like this. Whereas if you're using something with alcohol setting spray to lock in, you don't have to worry about that as much. There is the skin thus far. I love how dewy it looks, but it still looks polished. Let's add some color back into my skin. You really can go a lot of different directions with this step. If you want to amp up the dew, that's what I'm going to end up doing. But I really, really love the Flower Beauty blush bombs. This is in the shade Pinched. It immediately gives you super dewy cheeks, and I really love the way it fades over time. I also love the Cosmetics Serum blushes. This is the shade Rose Milk, and this one is super pretty for every day. And if you're going for a holiday look with, let's say, a red lip, using something very neutral and just slightly pink is going to go with a lot of different lip looks and eye looks. Same thing with this Honest Beauty blush. This is in the shade Pink Peony. It's going to go with a lot of different makeup looks, and this is more on the matte side. If you do want a blush that's going to last longer and be more on the matte side, I would go with something like this. But you've noticed that all three of these are cream blushes. I don't think that you should be afraid of using cream products during the winter. Again, we're going to achieve a really polished look. Don't be afraid. I feel like some people are still afraid of cream products. The Flower Beauty Blush Balm. This is the shade Pinched. I'm adding just a little bit on the back of my hand and starting to blend out the product. You can see immediately this is a very dewy product. If you're looking for a dewy, affordable blush to really give some life back into the cheeks, this is a really great option. Feel free as well to go in with a bronzer. I know a lot of people really like to use a lot of bronzer in winter. You know, people tend to feel very pale in the winter. Here's the thing. I'm a very fair person, and I feel like winter is the only time when I can just like fully embrace that about myself. I feel like if you have pale skin, using a blush to really liven up your skin looks really fresh in the winter. Don't be afraid to look a little bit pale in the winter. So that is one layer, and I really love that glossiness that it gives your skin. It still has that sheerness. You can't really tell where the blush starts and ends. It just kind of washes out so prettily. But I do want to add just a tiny bit more pop to like the apples of my cheeks. So I'm going to go in with the Honest Beauty Pink Peony. I'm not putting it on like the actual apples of my cheeks, but where I want the perceived apple of my cheek. Right in this area. And do you see how like from this area to this one, how much it's like lifted and really brightened up my skin? Two different blush shades can really transform your face and really lift it. And I love All Year Round adding a little bit to the bridge of your nose. It tones down your makeup look and makes it look as if you're wearing less makeup, that you have skin shining through in color. It's great to do this with a bronzer, but if you do it with a blush, and this shade in particular, I'm still using the Pink Peony, it just looks like you've been out in the cold for a little bit. It's like a controlled flush to the skin that I think is really nice. Let's use a little bit of highlight. This is the Glow Glaze stick from Becca. This is more of a balmy highlight. It doesn't have a lot of pigment to it. I've talked about this product before on my channel. You can see there, it's just like sheen. So add it to the places where you want a little bit more glow. It's not going to look like highlight. That doesn't look like highlight to me. It just looks like skin. And it's going to make those areas really gleam. And now I just feel like the skin looks super healthy. It does not look like my skin is super tired out or drained. Next, let's tackle the eyebrows. So I actually did henna on my eyebrows about a week and a half ago. So I don't feel the need to really fill them in. I'm just gonna use my Glossier Boy Brow in Clear to give me a more feathery look. Just pushing the eyebrows forward and then back. And now for the eye look, using a cream shadow during the holidays. You know, there are so many shades to choose from, so you can go with something super bold and give yourself a more glammed up holiday look while still maintaining a very dewy and hydrated look on the eyes. Again, the eyes tend to show a lot more dryness during this time of year. For example, the Kiko Milano eyeshadow sticks, these are very affordable and the shades are absolutely gorgeous. This shade 38 is my favorite, and it's so easy to just apply a little bit to the lids, use a little bit of the excess under the eye and curl your lashes and you're done. Speaking of which, I'm going to quickly curl my lashes before I apply this. So again, this is the shade 38, and I'm just applying this to the lid and then blending it just with my finger into the crease and then out. It is so quick to get a really blown out pretty look with this. Going in on the other eye and doing the same thing. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit under the eyes, and because this is in a stick, it makes it so easy. Next, we'll use a little bit of mascara to really frame the eyes. I don't personally feel the need to go in with liner. This is the Covergirl Lashblast. And we're almost done, so we just need a little bit to add to the lips. I think the key here, a really matte lipstick can look really pretty during the winter time, like really clean lines, very polished. All of that I think is super pretty. Try tapping on a gloss with some pigment. This is the Flush Beauty Hot Sauce Lip Gloss in 325. Try applying some to the lips and see if you still feel the need to add that really strong lip color. I think a lot of the times once you try and go with something a little bit more subtle, you realize that the look doesn't really need it. This is also very hydrating on the lips, so you don't have to worry about the lips looking super dry. And this is the completed look. Our lips look super juicy. The skin looks really hydrated and dewy. The eyes don't look tired and dry. And because we used a cream on the lids, the skin on the upper lids doesn't look dry or crepey. Overall, I really like this look, and if you have trouble during this time of season the way I do, struggling to make your skin look as dewy as possible, be polished and pretty while still maintaining a super hydrated look, well, I hope that this video has been super helpful. Make sure to leave me a comment down below with what videos you'd like to see next. I definitely hope you'll subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.